Surging Sparks will be a $150 booster box by Christmas. Welcome back to a non-TCG. I'm going to walk you through the math as to exactly why Surging Sparks is going to be a $150 booster box by Christmas. So what I have on the screen here, and this is just information pulled from TCG Player. As we've seen, a lot of stores have taken their pre-sales down just due to overselling. We've had a lot of information from folks and from distro where allocations have been about the same from a gross box perspective versus Stellar Crown, but a lot of stores have asked for more and they haven't gotten more. So they've gotten a lesser percentage of what they've asked for, but the total nominal number of boxes, booster boxes out there seems to be about on par with Stellar Crown. Now, what we've seen with eBay is traditionally you have Pro Football Pete, Kid Icarus, a bunch of other stores come to market with cases at, you call it $579, $585, whatever the number is before market or before release. We're 3 weeks before release, and the cheapest case on eBay is $604 a case. We haven't seen this in so many sets. In addition, on TCG Player, right now, individual booster boxes are selling for $18 plus tax. The simple question is what's driving that? And I think everybody's aware. The set's going to be a banger. Now you have Latios, you have the Pikachu, SIR. You have a handful of trainers that don't do well in the U.S. market, but they could be $100 cards. There could very easily be 4 or 5 cards in this set, $100 out of the gate with the Pikachu, $200 to $300. So the value in the box is going to be astronomical. So now the next question: why is this going to be a $150 booster box by Christmas? So let's go to TCG Player. And this is information that I pulled from TCG Player. So I looked at booster boxes only. So for this exercise, I ignored cases. It simplifies things. So I looked at the number of sales 2 months before release. So basically minus 60 to minus 30 days before release, 1 month before release, which is 30 to 0, and 1 month after release, and compared to sets. So if we look here on our trusty graph here, we see from 2 months to 1 month before release, Temporal Force has sold 370 boxes. Pretty solid set. It was in a good spot. Twilight Masquerade, everybody hated it. They shit all over it. 276 boxes. Kind of the low water mark here outside of base sets. Stellar Crown, 423 boxes. So we had Twilight Masquerade trading up 130, 140. People started getting on the bus here. Surging Sparks, 630 boxes have sold 2 months before release. That number is double Twilight Masquerade and about a 48% increase over Surging Sparks. So let's go down and let's extrapolate what some of these numbers look like. So sales day minus 29 to release date. This is where the bulk of the big sales come in. And obviously we're not there for Surging Sparks. I just took a similar ratio of sales above Stellar, 48% increase. So for Temporal, 3,710 boxes. That includes a big sales day for a bonus bucks TCG Player Day. Twilight, 2968. Again, everybody was ice cold on the set. Stellar, 3828. Surging Sparks would equate to about 5,700 boxes. And now we go to release date plus 30. So the first month post-release. So Temporal, 1,200 bucks or 1,200 boxes. Twilight, about 1,000 boxes. That was before Greninja really started to move upwards. Stellar, 1,157. The equivalent ratio for Surging is 1,723 boxes. So as we can see, if Surging continues to keep up the same pace, and I'm almost certain it will, and there's a little zinger at the end that I'll throw in for good measure, the demand for this product that has a very similar or appears to have a similar print run to Stellar Crown is going to be through the roof. So here's what's interesting. So I went to TCG Player and just pulled the total number of boxes available. So this is total boxes in cases. So number of cases times 6 plus loose boxes. So Temporal has about 384 boxes currently listed. That makes sense because temporals jumped from $105 a box to 120. There's been a little bit of a buyout there. Twilight Masquerade, 174 boxes. That's been tight on the supply side for a while. Stellar Crown still has 2,939 boxes. Increased in ordering from the supplier side, and look, we're only a month out on the product. Pretty standard. So if we look at the number of expected boxes that Surging is going to sell over Stellar at this point in time, they've already outsold 207 boxes this close into, or month 2 to month 1 pre-release. At the same ratio, we're looking at 1,873 boxes in the final month before release, and 566 in the 1 month after. So that's 2,646 boxes if we extrapolate how much the demand for Surging exceeds Stellar. So if we compare that to what's currently in the market for Stellar 1 month out, that's 293 boxes left in the total market based on the current supply and extrapolated demand. Now, what's even crazier, and this is where the numbers get absolutely batshit crazy, if we go back to Black Friday of 2023, TCG Player on November 25th offered a massive Black Friday sale. It was 10% on everything for non-subs, 14% for subs, plus 1 to 3% based on your seniority. So if we get a banger rebate on here, these sales are going to be through the absolute roof. Buy the product now. The boxes are probably going to release at $125 plus. They will be at $150 by the end of the year, and the world will be begging for a reprint. We're now 3 sets into a bull market. This is a banger set. It's probably the best set that's been out there since Evolving Skies. Who knows? It could be better. It could be on par. But the demand's through the roof, and the sales are showing it. Buy the set. It's about to go crazy.